My name is Julius Jackson. I'm the son of three-time world champion Julian the Hawk Jackson. It was cool, actually. We traveled a lot. I was born in St. Thomas, U.S. Virgin Islands, and then we moved to Vegas for about 4 years, and then went back home to the Virgin Islands, and we'd be back and forth and traveling. And only when I became about 10 years old, I realized who my dad was, and it was cool to see him shining, and have people coming to interview him and getting autographs, and people stopping him on the street. But it was really nice. But in the islands, it's not as crazy, people aren't as starstruck in the islands, so he'd be on the beach chilling, and it'd be no problem. It's been amazing. It's been amazing. Actually, before I came out here, we were watching him fight, and they actually compared him to my dad on HBO, and we were like, what? And then like 3 weeks later, we got the call to come and work with him. My dad and Abel are longtime friends because he fought Terry Norris, who was Abel's fighter, and they just connected. I came up here and they're all together all the time. They talk a lot, and it's just a great relationship right now. It's been good. I've learned a lot, man. He's one of the best at what he does. He's hard to change, get him out of his style. He sticks to his style, and he's very good at it. And I've learned a lot from him, when it deals with balance and timing and working on power shots, really. I've learned a lot from him. He's just all-around great guy, too. And he teaches, too, man. You get in there with him, and he'll give you a couple pointers. And he's a great guy. It's been tough. Not a lot of gyms out there, so we have to travel a lot. So we had to save a lot of money to travel, to fight. But it's been a great career, amateur-wise. Done some Caribbean championships, done some Central American game championships. Also went as far as to qualifying for the Olympics in 2008. So that was a big accomplishment for me. It's a small gym. My dad runs it, and it's basically a family business, really. My uncle is one of my head trainers, David Rogers. Also, my dad's trainer's son is one of my head coaches. And I have a younger brother who fights professionally as well, and a cousin who fights professionally, and a younger brother who's amateur. So basically my family takes up the gym, but we have a bunch of kids, amateur team. We have a national amateur team, and all train out of the same gym in the Virgin Islands. Whenever it comes, man, hopefully within the next year, I think I'll be ready for a world title. I'm 5th by the IBF right now, 12 by the WBA, so I'm getting there. I'm getting close. So maybe 3 or 4 more fights. Maybe by the end of next year, I'll be in line for a title. It's nice, man. We love the sport. It's part of us. It's in our blood. My older brother, actually, he's Julian Jackson Jr. He doesn't fight anymore, but he trains the kids in the gym, and he's a referee now also. So it's just in our blood, and we love it. We love the sport. Growing up, my favorite fighter, besides watching my dad, would be Evander Holyfield. I love to see Evander fight because he was different from heavyweights. He was big, but he could box. He could jab. He had a strong jab, and I love to watch him perform. I really actually didn't like it at first. I started training because I was kind of out of shape. My brothers started fighting, and they would come home and tease me, and I was like, you know what, maybe I should just get in shape and go to the gym. And I finally just decided to try it out. My dad asked me, you're looking good, you're doing well, why don't you try it out? So I did, and I beat a guy from Barbados when I was 13 years old, and I fell in love. And it's just been a journey ever since, I know what I can do now, I know what I can push myself and be capable of doing. And I think that's what I love about the sport, it's really you in there. It's a one-man sport, and you got to push yourself and be the best you can be. So.